Star of Hollywood Exes, and former wife of R. Kelly. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show on a Woman Wednesday. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You gotta tell them, though, that I sent you. You gotta tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedugstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedugstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
See, I believe in money, power, respect. First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. After you get the
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Woman Wednesday. And, man, having a great time today as we do every single day. If you're new to Stewart Media and Entertainment, this is how we do it, man. And today is a special day because it's Woman Wednesday, and Woman Wednesday is always great. Joining us on the line right now is Drea Kelly. Now, I need to make sure I pronounce that correctly. Is it Andrea or is it Andrea? How do you pronounce your name exactly? I want to get that right.
Well, my mother actually named me Andrea, but I'm a Chicago girl from the South Side. So if you're from the South Side, people call me Andrea. If you're from the West Side, people call you Andrea. So, either one is fine. I know who they're talking to, but most people call me Drea or Drea.
Okay, most people call you Drea or Drea. That's good. We're talking to Drea Kelly right now, former star of Hollywood Exes, former wife of R. Kelly. Here on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Thank you so much for coming on. You've got a lot of great things going on in your life. Your daughter is actually in music. You've got the Drea Kelly Show. Talk to us and my listeners about the Drea Kelly Show and what we can expect from that.
Oh, so that is my baby. But first, let me thank you for having me on the show. I mean, just allowing me to use your platform as my soapbox to talk about myself. You don't have to do it. And I think a lot of celebs get caught up in that, quote unquote, celebs, that they think that you're supposed to interview me. No. So thank you for just allowing me to be on your show, first off. And second to that, the Drea Kelly Show, it's Iyanla meets Wendy meets Drea meets Oprah, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's that feel-good TV. It's really about sisterhood. It's about self-responsibility. I allow women to take that look inward a lot of times as women and as girlfriends. We get together and it's the bash him party and what he did wrong. But at the end of the day, it's not what he did. It's what you allowed. So this show is really getting women to look inward and take responsibility for some of the choices we've made in our lives, and even responsibility even in things that we've been through in life. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I'm an advocate of domestic violence awareness, and I even take my responsibility in that. Do I deserve what I went through? Absolutely not. But am I fully responsible for how long I allowed myself to be abused? Absolutely. So if I can even take responsibility in that, we have to look at everyday life, things that we're going through in relationships. It's also about teaching women to be strong and teaching women that you can be assertive about what you want in life, but you don't have to be the aggressive black woman, head rolling and finger snapping and gum popping to get what you want out of life.
Talking to Drea Kelly.
I mean, it just doesn't have to be that way.
Talking to Drea Kelly right now on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. You also have Sensual Fitness Dance Class. You're an established dancer. Talk a little bit about that endeavor.
Yes, I've been dancing since I could walk. My parents say dance chose me, so this is the thing that I've been doing. That's actually how I met my ex-husband, auditioned to be his dancer and choreographer. That's how we met. And I just decided, you know what, I want women to be able to get in shape. A lot of people compliment me, and I thank them about my body, but a lot of dancers look like sculptures. So I wanted the everyday woman to learn the dance technique, but also get back to the day of the lady and getting back into sensuality and titillating men and really being sensual and sexy. And I'm like, right now, we're in this T&A generation where everything is out there and women don't even know how to be sexy. And I wanted women to know that it's okay. Just because I was born with a vagina doesn't mean I know how to walk in heels. These are things that need to be taught. And people just assume that you're born a woman, okay, then you should know how to be sexy. No, there's things that women need to be taught, but I think that they're afraid to ask. So that's why I created the class, so that women can get in shape, they can feel sexy, and they can let that inner goddess out that is in every woman.
You know what? You just talked about being sexy, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it real show. When I started telling people that we were going to have you in the show, the first thing everybody said, and excuse me if you take this the wrong way, but everybody says, ooh, Drea Kelly, she got a nice ass. That's what everybody said. That's what everybody said. So the question I got for you, is it because of your dancing ability and your consciousness about health, or did you just get it from your mama?
Actually, I got it from my mama and my daddy. My daddy's side of the family, very athletically built. So I will have to say genetics does play a great part in why my body looks the way that it does. Everybody on my dad's side of the family is built that way. My mom is Puerto Rican and black. So then you got the curvy, little waist, big booty. So you got the high athletic booty from my daddy, the little waist, wide booty from my mama's side of the family. So that just is what it is. But you know what? I am not at all offended. Like, it used to be a thing where I'm like, oh, God, because everybody running around here with these $1,500 booties looking crazy and people going to think. But I'm like, no, Drea, you've had this thing, toting this thing around since kindergarten. It's yours. Be proud of it. And you know what? And I'm not even offended when people ask me if it's real. I said, well, that's a good-looking booty then.
We are talking to Drea Kelly right now on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Let's go back a little bit to Hollywood Exes. The show isn't in circulation anymore as far as I know. What was that experience like? And was it more or less than you thought it was going to be when you first took the job?
Oh, wow. That was just an amazing experience being on Hollywood Exes. And I just thank God for that opportunity. Unlike my sisters on the show, people already knew who they were. You could Google them and pictures would come up. And it's like people already had these pre-formulated ideas of who they thought they were. So for me, it was kind of the blessing and the curse. I say it's the curse because I was like the phantom wife. Honey, I say I'm like Santa Claus. The gifts just end up under the tree and don't nobody know how they end up there. It's like, what? He was married. Wait, hold on. What's going on? But the beauty in that was nobody knew anything about me. So being on Hollywood Exes, it was a blank canvas. And I was allowed to put any color I wanted to on that canvas and really be myself. And people got to know Drea just as Drea. And it was such a blessing. And I took a gamble. You know, it was like, okay, I'm going to be real. I'm a Southside girl. I don't do the fluff. I'm that home girl that's going to pull your coattail when you're wrong. I'm also that home girl that's going to tell you when I'm wrong. Let me know. Just because I'm Drea doesn't mean I'm always right. So I wanted that to be shown on the show, that real sisterhood is about honesty. It's about truth. It's about being real. A lot of people are like, oh, you cried a lot on the show. You damn right I cried a lot on the show because I was going through a difficult time in my life. So let's stop the smoke and mirrors and making people believe because you're a celebrity or married to a celebrity, there's not pain and life isn't real. So it was really a blessing to be able to do that. And I have people to this day that come up to me like, you changed my life. You gave me strength. I loved you on the show. You were so real. And that's just a blessing that people got it and they accepted me for who I was.
You just talked about it a little bit. You were, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I had no clue that R. Kelly was married. And then we find out about you and his relationship, and you're married for all these years, and you ultimately get divorced. What was it like being in the shadows of such a megastar in R. Kelly, and then actually coming to the forefront and telling your story? And you talked a little bit about domestic abuse. What did it feel like being his wife and not being known at all, kind of like being hidden, I guess, and then, coming out and telling your story?
Yeah, again, it's one of those, it's that double-edged sword because you had that level of privacy where I could take my kids to the zoo. Nobody bothered us. I could go out with my girlfriend. We could go shopping. We could do things. I could have that day where I don't want to wear makeup, and nobody cares because they didn't know who I was. But then the other edge of that sword is when you're trying to get things done and when you do come out, people are looking at you like you are really lying. Like, who sits up and decides one day I'm just going to tell that lie? I'm just going to come out in the world and be like, oh, I'm R. Kelly's ex-wife. Like, who would do that? But I understand for people, it's like this woman never existed. So here she is on national TV. That's a lot to take. But I will say that it was partially hidden because every tour he's ever done, I'm right there dancing. When people watch Billboard Awards now, when they look at the Thornton, they're like, Drea, that is you.
Right, let me jump in for a second. Was your relationship and the fact that you did have all the discretion about your relationship and the fact that you were married for so long, was that by design? Was that by design by R. Kelly? Was that like his management thinking that was the way to go because of the content of his music? What was it?
It was a little bit of both. I think also because I was making the transition from being his choreographer and his dancer to fiance to wife to mother. So that's a big step when somebody that was initially your boss now because your husband and the father of your children, now we have to think about it's not just Robert and Drea. It's us and little people. And how do we facilitate this thing and keep their lives as normal as possible? It's already the big